Hello everybody and welcome to Renaisi. I'm John Hitchin, Chief Exec here. For those of you that don't know us, we are a social enterprise that's been going for 20 years, and we're a social enterprise that's interested in what makes good places. The way in which we've gone about dealing with that question has changed somewhat over those 20 years, but fundamentally that's what we're about. Right now we do it in two ways, and what tends to happen is people know us for one of those ways or the other. So many of you people in this room, if you do know Renaisi, you'll know us because we support people across London into work, whether they be refugees, people with long-term barriers to employment, and myriad other programs that we work on, which Laura and Alice are going to tell you a little bit more about in a second. That's how you'll know Renaisi. But we also have a consultancy team that works with charities, not-for-profits, local government, national government, funders on questions of change, impact, quality, improvement, and how to run their organisations better and how to understand and learn about what they're doing. And for us, what's most important is if we're about place and we do some activities to think through that question of what it takes to improve places, what makes good places, then we have to be delivering those two strands of work which people know us for in a way which means we're learning from them, that the one is informing the other, and that those two things, when brought together, allow us a different kind and different quality of insight about place. So the reason I'm telling you this is you might know us for one thing, but we're about a few things. But what is fundamental and integral to our business model is learning. It doesn't really work if we don't do that well and do that right. I'm delighted that one of the organisations that we work with on questions of learning, Gingerbread, is here, and Hannah's going to be talking a little bit about their work. But I'm also delighted that my colleagues Laura and Alice are going to tell you a little bit about one of our largest, most significant in terms of scale programs, in terms of the number of boroughs that we work in, and also in terms of our role, where we have really baked in learning to a program that's about frontline delivery, working with refugees, but also thinking quite hard and systematically about how we learn from that and what we do with that learning. So I had 20 minutes on the agenda, but in the interest of our delayed start, that'll do for me. Because what's more interesting actually is you hearing from Alice and Laura talking about our RISE programme, about how we work with refugees, what that means and what we're learning from it. And I think that would be much more interesting to all of you than hearing me talk for another 10 minutes.